The cafeteria was nearly empty, except for the quiet hum of the floor buffer and the smell of coffee that lingered after breakfast rush. A single dad named Ethan Cole pushed his mop slowly across the tiles, his eyes tired but calm, the kind of look a man wears after years of fighting silent battles. He wasn't just cleaning floors, he was holding his life together, one shift at a time. That's when a loud, confident voice echoed from across the room. "Hey, janitor, you missed a spot." The group of young Navy trainees chuckled, but the laughter wasn't cruel, just careless. Still, one of them, an admiral visiting for inspection, noticed the janitor and smirked. Admiral Turner, decorated SEAL commander with decades of service, was known for his sharp tongue. He sipped his coffee and called out, half joking, "What's your call sign, son?" "Mophead." Ethan froze for a moment. The room went silent except for the squeak of the mop. Then, slowly, he looked up with calm, steel-blue eyes that seemed to look straight through Turner. "Lone Eagle, sir." The admiral's hand stopped midair. The trainees looked at each other, confused. Turner blinked, his face changing from smug amusement to shock. He set his cup down. "What did you just say?" Ethan didn't answer. He went back to mopping. But the admiral stood up, his voice low and tense. "You said Lone Eagle." The cafeteria fell into heavy silence. That call sign wasn't just any name. It was legend, a ghost story among SEAL teams. Lone Eagle was the operative who had vanished after saving an entire convoy in a Middle Eastern ambush 10 years ago. The mission was supposed to be impossible. The extraction failed. Everyone thought Lone Eagle died, sacrificing himself so the others could live. And now, he was here, mopping floors. The admiral's voice softened. "Cole. Ethan Cole." Ethan looked up again, eyes filled with something between pain and peace. "That name doesn't belong to the battlefield anymore, sir. I'm just a janitor now." The trainees stared in disbelief as Admiral Turner walked closer. "You disappeared after Operation Iron Gate. We thought you were dead." Ethan gave a small smile. "Part of me did die there, sir. The part that knew how to fight without feeling." He looked down at the mop. "Now I just fight for my daughter." At that moment, a small girl, maybe 7, peeked from the hallway, holding a lunchbox. "Daddy, I'm ready," she said with a shy wave. The admiral's hardened face softened instantly. He saw the scars along Ethan's arm, the limp he tried to hide, the deep shadows under his eyes. This man had seen hell and returned, only to find a quieter battlefield, parenthood, poverty, humility. Ethan put away his mop and walked over to his daughter, brushing her hair aside. "You go wait by the bench, sweetheart. Daddy's just finishing up." The admiral followed him outside after a moment, unable to let go of the question burning inside. "Cole, why didn't you come back? We could have helped you." Ethan looked at the gray sky, his voice low but steady. "I came back to a world that didn't need soldiers, it needed fathers. My wife passed while I was deployed. My little girl had no one. So I traded the gun for a broom. I clean, I cook, I read bedtime stories. That's my mission now." Turner's throat tightened. For the first time in years, the hardened admiral didn't have words. He looked at Ethan, not as a janitor, but as a man who had given up glory to protect something far more sacred. "Lone Eagle," he whispered, shaking his head in awe. "You didn't fall. You just landed where you were needed most." Ethan smiled faintly. "We all serve in different ways, sir. Some on battlefields, some in homes." The admiral extended his hand, firm, respectful. Ethan hesitated, then took it. In that handshake, there was no rank, no uniform, no pride. Just two men who'd both seen too much, and learned what truly mattered. As the admiral walked back to his car, one of the trainees whispered, "Was that really him?" Turner turned to his men, eyes wet with emotion. "You just met a hero who fought more battles than any of us ever will. Don't you ever mock a man's work again. You have no idea what stories hide behind a uniform, or a janitor's shirt." Later that night, Ethan tucked his daughter into bed. She asked softly, "Daddy, were you really a hero once?" He smiled, brushing her forehead. "No, sweetheart. I just tried to do what was right. That's what heroes do, even when no one's watching." As she drifted to sleep, he looked at an old photo tucked in his wallet, a team of SEALs, all smiling under the desert sun. Then he looked around their tiny apartment, at the drawings on the fridge and the warmth that filled the room. This was his victory. And somewhere far away, in a sealed military archive, the name, Lone Eagle, remained marked as Mia. But in truth, he was right